I first went to Russia in 1938 after I'd successfully played some concerts in Paris. Gay Paris. Now, Paris is hip because in Paris, you see, you got to play cool jazz because the town is so hot. But in Russia, you got to play hot jazz because the town is so damn cold. You understand?
I'd been to Russia in 1987 with the B'nai B'rith group from Boca Raton. Bill's Uncle Leonard and I went there on a trip. It was a horror. Take toilet paper and plenty of it. Leonard said, why don't I just drop my pants and rub my hiney on a curb for about 2 weeks? He had the ass of a baboon. It was disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, don't try the food. I made that mistake, and my head was in the bottom of a toilet for 2 weeks. I didn't see anything. I absolutely hated the trip. But the people are wonderful, and I'm a people person.
Bill had called me about directing the special of his in Russia. He said that I was a professor of his at NYU. Honestly, I didn't even remember him, but he said for old time's sake, would I direct the show? And I know one thing. When I hear old time's sake, it means freebie. And I wasn't interested. The only place I'll go for a freebie is Palermo. But I thought about it, and I came up with a concept that I thought was interesting, and I presented it to him. I said, would you gain 55 pounds? He said, why? I said, we'll call it Raging Bolshevik. And he said he wasn't interested. I said, you should do it. Bobby did it for me. Liza gained 35 pounds, and I didn't even ask her to. But then again, he didn't quite go with that. And I thought, well, maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll do it. But then I found out the most important thing. There's no marinara sauce in Moscow. No marinara sauce. And that was it for me, because if I can't eat right, I can't go.
There's nothing good there. It's bleak, it's cold, and it's disgusting. Basically, for my money, I'd go to the Epcot Center because there's just much more to do. Why he went to Russia, I have no idea. I mean, I hadn't seen him since his bar mitzvah.
I was the first blues player ever to play in Moscow. Now, I remember it was opening night at this little club, see? Now, the Russians, you understand, had never heard the blues. They had been living it, but they hadn't heard it, you see. And I was about to commence the tune when some cat opened up the door and yelled, war! And everybody split real fast. They run out of there fast, leaving me talking to the chairs, you see. Now, my whole life, I have dreamed about going back to Moscow to finish that tune. Because to me, Russia is my unfinished symphony. Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
My grandmother's name was Sophie Crystal. Like most grandmas, when she kissed you goodbye, you thought she was going to swallow your entire head. She was born Sophia Hassan and grew up in Odessa, Russia. And it was in Russia where she perfected the grandmother's art of boiling all the flavor out of food. When she was 15, she told her parents that she was going to go visit her cousins in Kiev. Instead, she came to America. Like many Russian immigrants, she settled in Brooklyn, New York. And it was there that she met and married a crazy German actor named Julius Kristol. He had translated Hamlet into Yiddish. Alas, Poyorik, who sold him that suit? And he'd hop freight cars to perform around America. Their oldest son, Jack, became my father. 20 years later, Jack met Helen Gabler, and they fell in love. My mom had been the voice for Minnie Mouse in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, so their 3 sons were a little crazy. That's Joel, that's Richard, and that's me. I've been performing all my life. This is my first paying job. I got $1.50 for this. But I had to give my parents 15%. Welcome to show business. This is me in a school play around 1956. Ebert and Siskel were only 7 at the time, but I got 2 very small thumbs up. I've worked with a lot of great people. I've been some great people. But I never did anything really crazy until I heard the voice.
Did you say something?
No, Dad.
No, honey.
must have heard that.
No.
You didn't hear a little voice that sounded like B. Arthur?
No, Dad. Ma, the man is stressed. He's been on the road too long.
Oh, come on, Lindsay.
He's been in too many hotels. Every time he picks up the phone to make a phone call, he dials 9 first.
Lindsay.
Mom, last night after dinner, he took all our dishes and put them outside the front door.
Come on, Lindsay. Dad's just tired.
Mom, listen. Today, I caught him stealing our own towels.
Really?
Now he's growing corn in our backyard and hearing voices. Bet this doesn't happen to Jay Leno. Yep, the man is stressed.
If you go there, take a jacket.
If you go there, take a jacket.
Janice, get up. Get up. I know what it means.
What?
I know what it means. I heard the voice again.
Did it say shut up and go to sleep?
No, look.
It's your grandmother, so what?
So what? It was taken in Russia in 1890 when she was 15. That's what, so what? If you go there, take a jacket. Right? Well, that's what she always used to say to me, remember? If you're going, take a jacket. Well, the voice is telling me to go to Russia, do a show, and find out where I come from.
You come from the Bronx.
I did, but they didn't. It's my roots.
How do you know this voice is right?
It's gotta be right.
Really? The voice also said Dukakis was a shoo-in. What are you saying to me?
I'm saying understand. I have to go to Russia and do this show.
Couldn't you go to the Improv? It's a lot closer.
Russia, the original Borscht Belt. You come to Russia with preconceived ideas, like the KGB and the food. The bad news is the food is terrible. The good news is the portions are enormous. And you hear about everything being bugged, but so far, no problem.
Testing, testing, testing. Waiter.
How the hell am I gonna do this show? Maybe I should have a guest star. Like Yakov Smirnoff.
I'm back! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Yakov Smirnoff. I'm so happy to be back in my country. I didn't think it was possible to come back, but now, with Glasnost, I am back, and the country welcomed me with open arms.
Open arms, not opening fire.
You know, it's a funny thing. In America, comic kills audience, but here, they kill you. What a country.
Maybe not. Traveling by train gave us a great chance to see the countryside. It's a little gray. Ted Turner should buy this place and colorize it. But then we arrived in Moscow. The Russians seemed really excited that we were there. Even Pravda gave us a warm greeting. The Pushkin Theater, and it's showtime. The audience was 85% Russian, and even though they spoke some English, I had no idea whether they would really understand me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pushkin Theater welcomes for the first time an American comedian, Mr. Billy Crystal.
Добрый вечер, дорогие друзья. Меня зовут Билли Кристал. Я американский комик. Я первый американский комик в Москве. После Рональда Рейгана. Оригинально я хотел, чтобы этот концерт был в новом американском посольстве. Потому что оно пустое, и потому что там лучшие микрофоны. На крылья гласности Горбачева я оказался здесь. Гласность означает, ты можешь говорить все, но не по телефону. Я могу слышать Россию. Я могу видеть Россию. Я могу чувствовать Россию, потому что моя бабушка из Одессы. Одесса, Одесса. В метро я спросил одного москвича об Одессе. И он сказал, в метро. Все сумасшедшие люди из Одессы. Поэтому я чувствую себя дома. Finita la comedia, konец по-русски, end of Russian. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Спасибо. Welcome. Oh, am I excited? This is just so wonderful to be in Moscow with my new Russian friends, and I know they're American friends, and we're all together. This is Joknost. What is wonderful is that growing up in the United States, we were taught that you were the enemy. You were taught that we were the enemy. And we're both wrong. It's the French. Because we are very similar. We are very similar. For instance, our heroes. You had Yuri Gagarin. We had John Glenn, Alan Shepard. In sports, you had Olga Korbut. We had Mary Lou Retton. You had Baryshnikov. We have Baryshnikov. You have the Moscow Circus. We have Congress. You had Stalin. We had... Anyway.
I grew up in a rather turbulent time with the relationship between the United States and the Soviet Union in the 1950s. The first leader we became aware of was Khrushchev. I was not frightened of Khrushchev. I was frightened of Mrs. Khrushchev. Scary. But diplomatically, I wasn't afraid of this. I wasn't afraid of Brezhnev. What was to be afraid of Brezhnev? Towards the end, Brezhnev.
Dobre wieczór. Dobre wieczór.
I wasn't afraid of him. Chernenko didn't know much. Chernenko, we hardly knew ye. But the man I was really afraid of was the translator. He translated for all of them. I was scared stiff we were getting the words right. Khrushchev came to the United Nations in the 50s. He was angry. We were scared of him. He picked up his shoe. He banged it on the desk. "We will bury you," we were told. No, what he really said was, "These are not my shoes!" Who the hell stole my shoes? It's the translator to be afraid of. And we always heard in America of the 5-year plans, the famous 5-year plans. A 5-year plan meant every 5 years you made a new plan. And what I realized was a 5-year plan in Russia is getting a waiter to come to your table. So we're both frightened of each other for no reason. You know, it's the men in suits who talk. We're not frightened of each other sitting here now. We both have the most power in the world. We both have the bomb. But we're not going to use it. We're too smart for that. I'm not worried about us. It's other countries like Pakistan has the bomb. These people can't keep goats in a corral. Please. No. Put the bomb in the cart. Put it in the cart. We'll take it to town. No, the nuclear waste in the cart. Put the in the. I'm sorry. I can't get the pig. When I meet Russians, when I meet you up close, you ask me about Americans like Michael Jackson. You ask me about Michael Tyson. I can tell you between Michael Tyson and Michael Jackson, they both have the same voice. Michael Tyson is the most ferocious fighter perhaps who ever lived. He takes a fighter, boom, 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 boom. You wouldn't know it if you interviewed him afterwards. Boom, 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 the guy goes down. Michael, you were the strongest man in the world. How'd you feel about that knockout?
Well, I was very happy with it. I threw some very important punches and it made me feel good. And basically what it is scientific. No, see, I'm a very scientific fighter. There's a science to what I do.
What is the science, Michael?
It's the science of hitting somebody's jaw and making come through the top of its head.
You want to know about him? We want to know about things like Chernobyl. We want to know. I met a man from Chernobyl, a technician. I asked him, was the problem that severe? And he said to me, ruff, 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 meow, meow, ruff. So it's very interesting for me. We depict each other until you meet each other up close. We look at each other from movies. In America, the Russian man always plays the same character, you know? And they always give him a big, heavy accent. And I found the key to the accent, you know? It's to walk down the streets and someone will come up to you and go, "Psst, like a books?" What? Like a books? What? Like books. Excuse me, извините, я американец. Like books. That's the word, if you're American friends here, if you're looking to learn how to speak Russian, lacquer box. 2 words. Down here, low, your liquor books. Liquor books. Puff Teddy, liquor books. Liquor books. Wait, no, liquor books, liquor books, liquor books. So when you're in our movies, the Russian is always the spy, right? He's always in a leather coat, and he's got the liquor books accent. And he always says the same thing. Please, I don't want trouble. Please, don't make me use this gun. Give me microfilm. You give me microfilm, I give you liquor box. We have, and some of our movie stars, some of our movies are playing over here. Some of our great people, some of our great actors are now I see dubbed into Russian. Robert De Niro in Russian is real interesting. Ты говорит со мной. Ты говорит со мной. Ты говорит со мной. Are you talking to me? Ты говорит со мной. And met some actors, and there's a tongue twister that you learn. And to loosen up your mouth, besides the liquor box. You would say something in the States like, Peter Piper pecked a peck of pickled peppers. And you say that real fast. Here, they taught me this. I hope I do it right. Bik, tubagub. Tubagubin kripichok. Ubeka bela bela guba tupa. Right? And you say it real fast. Bik, tubagubin kripichok. Ubeka bela bela guba tupa. Big tubagub, kripichok, kubakabela balagu with a popteri. Big tubagub, kripichok, kubalabala with a back. Big tubagub, kripichok, kubakabela balagu with a back. Stick! Okay, now, how would that sound if Jack Nicholson said that? Big tubagub. Tubagub and kripichok, man. But you want to know about American things, I'll tell you about American things. You're just getting baseball here. Baseball is a wonderful game. Baseball is going to be very important here. It's brand new here. You're going to love it. It's a silly game. You throw a ball, a round ball, you hit it with a round bat. Guys standing out there scratching themselves, go to catch it. But baseball, there's something about going into a stadium filled with 50,000 drunken bums. Now, in baseball, you're going to see the strangest thing. 50,000 people who don't know each other do something that we call a wave. They get up, they get up, they get up. Have you seen a wave? They get up. Ruski. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You get up, you sit down. You stand up, sit down. Then you stand up, you sit down, you stand up, you sit down, you. Do you understand? So you would stand up. You stand up, whoop, up. Now sit down. You, at the same time. This whole section would stand up and then sit down. Stand up and sit down, 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 stand up and sit down. This may not be funny, but we'll do it together. Okay. Understand? Okay. Oh, you're from America. Ready? Take that. Look. And up and down. The whole, yeah, up. Yes, the hands go up too. And you go, whoa! Oh, try it again. Boy, we're gonna need a lot of film. Ready? And you go, whoa! 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 And back the other way. Whoa! 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 One more time. Whoa! 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 There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We've done a wave here in Moscow. You know, I was watching in my hotel, I was watching Soviet television. It's fascinating. The newsmen have one face and one voice. No matter what the problem is, they do this. Big disaster today. Everything exploded. The weather was beautiful. Today is my birthday. But what was fascinating to me was watching the meetings. 8 hours, watching Yeltsin scream and yell, and Mr. Gorbachev sitting there. And it was fabulous that you're seeing this. But I couldn't understand very much. I could, chut-chut. And I was watching it, and it seemed like it was music to me. So I want to show you what one of those meetings would be like. If Yeltsin was at the podium and Gorbachev, and they get into an argument, this is what it would look like if they both spoke jazz. But what is great is Gorbachev is reaching out to the West for the first time. He's saying, we need your help. How is he westernizing? What thoughts does he have? How is he going to turn this country around?
This glasnost business is driving us into the ground.
I agree with Boris. Gentlemen, please come to order.
We must cut the defense budget and put money into food.
No. We need missiles. We need bombs. We need space stations. What you are doing with NATO is unheard of. You make Russian bear into dancing bear.
You were in power now for 5 years. Where has it gotten us? The lines are longer. The food shortages are worse.
Gentlemen, these are bold times which need bold measures. Please understand, it is obvious that you do not agree. But some of you are too set in your ways. You are not seeing what I see.
I see Poland.
I see China. I have brought with me a very important big businessman from USA. He will help us move the Soviet Union forward. He's a super capitalist from Hollywood, California, Mr. Barry Peddleman.
Again with America. There is this old Russian proverb. The man that looked to the west too long gets stiff-necked.
Please let us hear what he has to say. Send in Mr. Peddleman.
Hi. Gentlemen, good morning. Let me introduce myself to you. I am Barry Peddleman,
of the Peddleman Company, and this is my close associate, Mr. Todd Zaus. I found Todd when he was rinsing out tights for the ice capades, and lo and behold, he's my head of development. Go figure. Gentlemen, I'm gonna talk straight from the hip. I'm not a schmuck. I'm not a putz. I'm not a shyster. I'm not a ganoff. I am a producer. This country is a fantastic place, Mr. Gorbachev. I like being here because you folks work hard. You have the greatest missiles that are ever built. You have the greatest space technology. Your advances in laser surgery are beyond belief. You have the strongest army in the world. But you can't get a tie-in jacket to match. I can't believe it. I'm walking around here and everybody looks like they're doing guys and dolls in stock. I mean, it's 1951 here. You know, I want to call my bookmaker and tell him, tell the Dodgers not to pitch to Bobby Thompson,
Excuse me, Mr. Peddleman. What are you saying?
Hold that thought. Hello. Oh, hi, honey. No, I'm not in the car. I'm in Moscow. With Gorbachev. I told you. Lorna says hi. Yeah, listen, very quickly, a couple of things. Yeah, did Mrs. Gandhi call? Yeah, well, she wants the Lakers seats. Yeah, we'll give her, like for a Miami game or something. And you go with her and you tell the hot dog guy whatever she wants is fine. Oh, and call Cy Spalding. The guy did my plugs? Yeah. No, I'm on the plane. We hit an air pocket and we lost pressure in the cabin. Yeah, I popped 18 plugs right out of my forehead. Yeah, it sounded like the goddamn 4th of July, Now, very briefly, honey, here's the seating chart for the dinner party on Friday. Yeah, from my left, okay? My left, you're right. My left, Judy Kahn, Clu Gulager, Siegfried and Roy. Get him one chair, let's see what happens. A Japanese guy from Colombia, Fats Domino, and then you. All right? It'll be good conversation. Okay. All right, bye. I'm sorry, where was I?
You were telling us how to change.
Oh, right. Change is a very, very difficult thing. All my life, I drove Cadillacs. Mick, a man feels good about himself when he's behind the wheels of a big, fin, gas-sucking bastard that takes up 2 parking spots. Huh? And then Lorna, my wife, says to me, Barry, why don't you try a Jaguar? Come on, let's try a Jaguar. I flipped out, but to get her off my back, I bought a couple and I took a test drive. And do you know something? I loved it. It was like riding on a baby's ass. The point is this. I changed, you can change too.
You captain us, Sig! You compare driving Jaguar to changing our country?
Stegen, I'm getting to a point here. Todd and I were riding around in Red Square, and I see this long line. It looked like it went for miles. So I said, Todd, is Batman playing here? And he said, no, they're on line for Lenin's tomb. Lenin's tomb, he tells me. So many people. I said, what do they charge for that?
We charge nothing.
That's for people!
And that's exactly your mistake. You're missing out on a gold mine here. Lenin is your gold mine. Lenin is your big kahuna.
Kahuna? What is kahuna? That is the father of our country.
Hey, Australia was bullshit till Crocodile Dundee walked out of it with 160 million before video cassette. Lenin is your Crocodile Dundee. Everybody's gonna want to put a shrimp on your barbie. Todd. Gentlemen, the Peddleman Company is proud to present the end of your economic problems. I give you in all of its splendor, Lenin Land. Eh?
Is this the greatest thing you've ever seen, or am I nuts?
That's right. Sit back and relax, boys, as I show you Leaded Land by Peddleman Productions. Something for everybody in this wonderful, magical, money-making kingdom. This is Borscht Lake, filled with borscht and 8-foot potatoes that the kids can climb on and eat. If the kids are bad, Siberia Land. If you just want to sit and read quietly, Solzhenitsynville.
If you like a Vegas-style show, the Refusenix Jamboree, or test your nerves on Ride the Wild Yak. Gentlemen, let it land. What do you think?
I'm dead.
I know it's exciting, isn't it? Now look, fellas, I realize this may not be quite the way you were thinking of going, and I appreciate that, I really do. So take your time and think it over. But if you could let me know by Thursday, it'd be great, because I gotta be in Beijing on the weekend, okay? Keep the faith. Huh?
One thing that really amazes me is what fans you are of Charlie Chaplin. Love Charlie Chaplin. He's a big hero for me. He's an amazing man, Chaplin. People all over the world love Charlie Chaplin. He never said a word. So if Charlie was in Moscow, I think it would be a typical day for the tramp. He'd be hungry. He'd be waiting outside, like a really great restaurant right here. And Charlie would be starving, trying to panhandle some money so he could eat. So this is Charlie in Moscow. guy, Bob Vila, for this old tomb. I'm just kidding. We're coming to you on my home video camera. This is what you have to do. Get your home video camera and just go out and shoot. We're going to get the changing of the guards right now outside the Kremlin wall. So come on. It's very impressive. 3 guys. We could take over the whole place. One singular sensation, every little move they make. One thrilling combination, every step that they take. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. Boy, if I don't get killed for this.
Я будённый, раз по глазу. А брать-то нельзя!
I got winners.
Отошел.
Yeah, I know. I'm here doing a special. You probably recognize me, Billy Crystal. Big HBO special, Midnight Train to Moscow. Right, from Soap, right. That's great that you saw it here. It was, you know, it's 1977. It's amazing how time flies, I know. Yeah. Didn't have my own series for a little while, but,
Ух ты какая!
Right, Saturday Night Live, right.
Ух ты какая!
Right, that was a big thing for me, and,
Все назад.
you look marvelous, right, and then,
Все назад. Ух ты какая!
I know, it was big for me, too, and then that led to movies, and the last one, When Harry Met Sally, did you see that? Not yet? Well, it'll come here in the 90s. And just glad to be here to do this big special. So hope you guys will come. Okay. Don't worry about me. I know what it's like when somebody interferes in my chess.
Мы с вами воевать не должны. Война нам не нужна.
No. The cop grabbed Zsa Zsa, and then she hit him. Zsa Zsa just didn't hit him.
И Горбачев, и Буш все. Они делали все, чтобы был мир. Мир был у нас.
No, it's right. They're on Rodeo Drive. The cop pulled her over. He got fresh with her, and Zsa Zsa then hit him. That's what she said.
Я вас, обождите, я вас не понимаю, но я понимаю, что вы тоже за мир, правильно или нет?
No, that's Ava. Leonard, please, I am chafed, tired, and starving. Let's go. I just want to eat something, go back to the hotel, and powder my thighs. Please, come on, and don't screw this up like you did with the kids at Parrot Jungle. The red light on? Good.
It's porno. What if the kids see this, you stupid tut?
Leave this. Leonard, stay close. Excuse me. Pardon me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Weinblatt, party of 2.
Нет, too late. Come back tomorrow.
But we're right on time. We've had the reservation for 2 months. Try Temple Zion from Boca Raton. You might have spoken to Ethel Hiddleman.
Nothing here. Американцы каждый день приходят. Представляете, если бы я бы не знал язык, что бы здесь творилось? Представляете, надо было... Да вы ничего... Oh, I'm glad. How nice to see you. Let's wait, please.
Leonard, we're in.
Мы знаем, что наши дети ездят
She
к вам.
hasn't made a movie in a long time. This was a big publicity thing. The policeman pulled her over. He grabbed her by the wrist. She slapped him in the face.
Да.
That's what she said.
Дети ездят все, правильно или нет? Мы же все дружбы.
No. Ava was on Green Acres, not Zsa Zsa.
This little boy's name was Nadik. He was an Armenian earthquake victim. He didn't speak any English, so instead, we spoke funny faces.
And so it occurred to me that there must be family here. And after doing some research, I got in touch with a cousin who told me that there was indeed a great many cousins still alive here in Moscow and throughout the Soviet Union. And we did some research. This is my mother's side, the family tree. It goes all the way back to 1595 with David Ashkenazi in Krakow. And it ends with my children, which will be a beginning of another page. I'm somewhere down over here. And tonight, I'm on my way into a family reunion. I've met a few of them my last trip here, but now I'm gonna meet some relatives who I've never met before. These are my cousins that I had met my first trip in April. It's great to see you. Hey, how are you? Some things never change. Just like home. It's okay now, just like home. Then I was introduced to my cousin, Dr. Albert Parry, who now lives in America since he left the Soviet Union 69 years ago. This was his first trip back. Oh, great. It is so nice to meet you after all these years. I've heard about you since I'm a little boy.
This is my grandfather's wife.
Your grandfather's wife?
Lova.
Lova. Меня зовут Bill. Чуть-чуть.
Your cousin also.
We're a cousin?
Your second cousin, maybe, yes?
My second cousin. How are you?
This is the daughter
The daughter.
of my mother's sister.
This is the daughter of your mother's sister.
My mother's cousin.
Right. Your mother's cousin. So this is now my cousin.
No.
Not my cousin.
No, not your cousin.
Well, your mother's cousin.
Yes.
Sister.
Yes.
So nothing to me. So we.
To you, nothing.
Nothing to me. Oh, it's nice meeting you anyway. Okay. It's Russian for cheese. See you. Mom, in Moscow. Wish you were here. This is your cousin. And so for the first time, the family sat down for dinner together. And Albert Parry, the patriarch of the family, made the first toast.
I drink to all of you, including myself, of course. It's very good to be here after all these years. I wasn't home in Russia 69 years. Now I'm meeting relatives who are very nice, but I didn't know that they were here in Moscow. It's a great pleasure for us to be mothered and smothered by all our relatives. Billy is a wonderful addition to this tableau.
Thank you, Albert. And may I add how thrilled I am to be in Moscow with families, some who I met in April and others who I'm just meeting tonight. And in the spirit of my grandparents, I'm just really happy to be here. So there I was, 10,000 miles away, dancing with new members of my family. And even though I was in Moscow, it felt just like home. And before we said goodnight, we all posed for a group photograph. It was an evening I'll never forget, but I still couldn't get Grandma Sophie out of my mind. I found that I have an extensive amount of relatives here, and it's been a very moving experience. The fate of how, if they didn't come to America, if my great-grandmother decided not to come, and my grandmother from Odessa decided not to come to America, who would I be? I'd be sitting with you watching somebody else. What would I be doing? You know, I guess I would be in the army. I guess I would be doing that. That would probably be maybe, you know, one of the guards at Lenin's tomb. Shh.
He moved. Stop it! I saw the body move. Must you always make joke? Look, Americans.
I didn't do it.
Stop it.
I didn't.
God's sake, will you put up? Dominate.
But I didn't
Stop it, you're a piece of shit. Oh, shit. You have to stop for It's 6 today.
I think what else I might be doing? I'd probably be in show business in some way. I'd probably be singing in some club, but I don't know quite what I would look like.
All those vagabond men bring me vagabond. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Another hot night here at Catch a Rising Star. Please give a nice hand to Nicky Nuki and the Meltdown. Hot tonight. Here's a song we had the pleasure of recording. Actually, we didn't even know we were recording it. It's on the KGB label, and it goes something like this. I'm just a gigolo. Everywhere I go, people tell me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, for every dance, every cheap romance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There will come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know I'm just a gigolo. Life goes on without me. 'Cause I ain't got no. Hello, sir. I'm also a mind reader. I'm gonna guess your name is Boris. It is now. And you, my lovely, you must be from Chernobyl. You know why? Your bosoms are glowing. Nobody cares for me, 'cause I am so bad. And you, I'm also guessing your name is Boris. Yeah, I'm amazing tonight. And I can guess without even looking what you're eating. Meat! Love that horse meat. Babadoo, 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 zat, babadoo, babadoo, zat. I ain't got no. I think I hurt myself. Oh, yeah. Nobody cares for. Nobody cares for me. Babadoo, babadoo, babadoo. Oh,
This is where the club used to be. I remember this tunnel. It was this tunnel led right to the club, which was in the back there. Yeah. I remember I used to come out here to grab a smoke, because I used to love to look at the golden onions. Yeah. But I have waited too long not to finish that tune. So, Ruskies, this is for you. Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
All Americans aren't like what you think. You see us in Red Square, walking around.
Jerry, take a picture. Jerry, take a picture of me in front of St. Basil. Jerry, take a picture of me in front of Goons. Jerry, take a picture of me in front of the Kremlin. Jerry, take a picture. Jerry, take a picture.
We're not all like that. And when people come back, the one question people always want to know is, did you see the people online? Did you see them? And they're here. Unfortunately, they're here. This is a character, a man waiting, and I just simply call it Misha Online.
Look at the Americans looking at me. They got video camera. Look at the way the video camera is. Hello. Hello, how's your Ford Mustang? How's your barbecue? What is your name? Leonard and Schiller. Hey, and Misha. Yeah. How do I know you're Americans? I can smell your perfume 2 blocks away. How long am I on today? I'm online today 2 hours. It's no big deal. Most I'm online once is 5 hours. Yes, you know what was on end of line then after 5 hours? Pantyhose. In a plastic egg. I'd never seen this before, pantyhose in a plastic egg. They were so tight. I couldn't. It was amazing. Yeah. Today, I don't know what's end of line. You don't know. Today, I'm hoping that it is oranges from Morocco. Yeah. It's very good, oranges from Morocco. So I wait. You know, the Bible says the Messiah will come again. I don't see him. Do you see him? I don't see him. You know, we wait 5,000 years for Messiah. Catholics wait since first Easter. So I don't see what 2 hours online for oranges from Morocco is any big deal. Have you ever had oranges from Morocco? No. Huh? See? Where do you get your oranges from? Your backyard. Oh, well, yeah, that's amazing. You know, it's America. My cousin, she writes me, she lives in New York. She writes me that there is a supermarket open 24 hours a day. It's true. And do you make food just for dogs? That is amazing. You know, when Reagan was elected, Soviets feel, wow, movie star becomes president. You know? That's something. That's America, the feeling that anything could happen. You know? It's really simple. Do I like Gorbachev? Sure, I like Gorbachev. Sure, because he's first leader to say that we got problems. He tells the world we got problems. But the lines are still long. You know, it's still longer than before. He makes mistakes. Why are we sending space station on Venus? Put space station on Venus for what? To bring back rocks? So we can send a longer line to look at rocks from Venus? Why do we have to bring back rocks from Venus? Bring me a hot dog from Brooklyn. That's what I would say. You know, sometimes, Sheila, I take a bottle of vodka. I go to the top of a mountain and I look across the valley and try to imagine myself in America. You know? And after 5 or 6 vodkas, I can imagine myself pretty good. And I see me walking on streets of New York, getting shot at, getting run over by crazy drivers, stepping over homeless people. That's something I can't believe, homeless people in America. In Russia, we always said, America, streets paved with gold. I mean, now they're paved with families. It's hard to imagine, you know? My cousin, the one in America, she wrote me a letter, beautiful letter, tear stains all over it. Sheila, she told me she had an amazing experience. She experienced May and September at the same time. This means she was in a restaurant and she ate strawberries and watermelon on the same plate. And this made her cry. Because in Russia it's impossible because strawberries come in May and watermelon comes in September. And she'd had them both at the same time. And she wept. And I wrote to Olga, don't be misled. If you get everything in May, you have nothing to look forward to in September. But it's not Sheila. Sheila, it's not that I was jealous. I'm not jealous of her. The only thing I'm jealous of is Sheila. I look at you, Sheila, and I say to myself, I say, Misha, Sheila's got a passport. You could go to the airport right now, go any place you want. I would like that. That is not so much to ask, to be trusted that I could go and come back. Because I would love to see Colosseum in Rome. I'd love to see Empire State Building. I would love to see Great Wall in China. But mostly I would love to see American supermarket open 24 hours a day. And food you make just for dogs. But I could never leave. You know, I could never leave. Sure, it's hard life here. You get old a lot faster, but you stay old a lot longer. No, Sheila, I take very seriously the words homeland. My father's buried here, his father's buried here, his father, all buried here. How would it look if I'm buried in Brighton Beach? No, now is not time to leave. 20 years ago, maybe, when there was no hope. But not now. No, not now when there's chance that I could have May and September at the same time here in the land I love. Where are you going? Where are you going tonight, Sheila? Maybe Bolshoi. Whoa! Oh, I live here whole life. I've never been to Bolshoi. Yeah. Wait, don't go. I'm over there. You can see I'm at the end of line. You can get to taste orange from Morocco. Please, see. Спасибо. Pantyhose again, Sheila. Well, tomorrow's another day. До свидания, Sheila. Leonard.
До свидания. Thank you so much. Я люблю Москву. Mark Shaman on the piano. Спасибо.
Отправляется до станции Киев. Пассажиров просим занять свои места. Просьба пассажиров занять свои места, а провожающих оставить вагон.
Excuse, please.
Sure.
Oh.
Let me help you.
I've done. I'm so clumsy. Oh, thank you.
Sophie.
How did you know my name?
I don't know.
Do I know you?
Not yet. You're going to America, aren't you?
No. I'm going to visit my cousin in Kiev.
But
Then you're going to America.
No, America, I wish I could.
Sophie, you must go to America.
That is the strangest thing.
What?
Don't think I'm crazy, but every once in a while I hear this voice that says, "You must go to America, Sophie." Just like you said.
I know.
How do you know?
It's a long story. Would you like to sit down? I could tell you all about it.
Yes. Tell me about America.
Well, the first thing is, you should take a jacket.
You sound just like my mother.
Really? What is she like?